What's going on YouTube? It's me, Elias. I'm back here with a new video. And the season finale is already here. The Ravens lose one to the Bengals. 16-27. That's going to do it for the NFL regular season. Playoffs are on the way. Now that the Ravens lost, they are unable to host a playoff wildcard game next week. And that's all right. The thing is that in this game, I'm going to go ahead and just get into the recap, okay? So the Ravens, they lose 16-27. Tyler Huntley did not start, nor Lamar Jackson, okay? We had our third string quarterback, Anthony Brown, started. In this game, Anthony Brown, I would say that he did fine, okay? Anthony Brown, he was only like decent. He had threw like 286 yards, 0 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. Turnovers in the game. You know, the Cincinnati Bengals were having a field day off of the turnovers that we were making, okay? Like, I saw the Ravens, Anthony Brown, his first interception he threw to was over to Jesse Bates. That would lead to a Bengals touchdown. And the next interception, okay, he was going for Demarcus Robinson, intercepted by Mike Hilton, and that would lead to a Jamar Chase touchdown. Then, right before halftime, Anthony Brown was sacked by Trey Hendrickson, fumble recovery in the end zone, touchdown Bengals. Yeah, and I know the fourth turnover came later on in the game when Sammy Watkins caught a first down pass, which was like more than 10 yards. He fumbled the ball, Bengals recover, and in this game, I feel like that this is like the second season in a row we played the Bengals super late in the season without Lamar starting at QB and having like a third string QB start. Like last year we had Josh Johnson start, and now this time it's Anthony Brown, undrafted free agent from Oregon. So yeah, I know it was a tough matchup. But on the bright side, David Ojabo, he has his first NFL sack of his career. Welcome to the NFL, David Ojabo. Even though that it's the finale and the season's about done. Okay? The Ravens' only touchdown of the game. See, the Ravens, they were once again not able to get past more than one touchdown because, you know, they were resting their starters and a bit shorthanded, but that's all right. You know, Kenyon Drake, he had one touchdown, had like 16 carries and 60 yards. But for Isaiah Likely, he stepped up for a little bit for like 8 receptions and 103 yards. So it's been an okay year for Isaiah Likely. He only has like 3 touchdowns on the year, which is good. Bengals, who dey? Who dey think they'll beat them Bengals? Maybe no one. That's the Bengals anthem. Yeah, Bengals just had a field day today. Joe Burrow, lucky for Joe Burrow that he did not throw an interception, but there was a play where he got sacked by David Ojabo. Queen came up with the fumble recovery. And yeah, the Bengals had like at least like maybe one turnover, which is what I know. Yeah, like I know that we split with the Bengals just like we did back in 2000 and back in like 4 seasons ago when we split with the Bengals. Okay? Because I remember we swept the Bengals in back-to-back seasons, and they swept us last year. This time, we just split with them, which is not that bad. So yeah, the Ravens, I just could not imagine the Ravens just turning the ball over 4 times. 2 interceptions and 2 fumble recoveries. All right? Like, this game just went crazy. Now, the playoffs are next week, and here's what I know about the playoffs. We go back to Cincinnati next week for the wild card round. And our question is Lamar Jackson available for next week? It looks like that he's most likely available, but we will see how his PCL is going to feel. Because, we know that it has been like a month since we've seen Lamar play. All right? And J.K. Dobbins, he had to rest. No injury-related things. Mark Andrews had to rest, including Tyler Huntley, okay? And in the game, I saw Roquan Smith shaken up, but he's okay. And Gus Edwards, we don't know if Gus Edwards is going to play back at Cincinnati next week for the wild card because he went out with a concussion protocol, so we had to roll with Justice Hill and Kenyon Drake. Drake, he had a touchdown, and Justice Hill, he had to get the running game going too. All right? Now, in this game, we tried hard, okay? I know we were turning the ball over in the first half, but in the second half, we saw our offense stepping up a little bit, but it was not enough. So, yeah. So, we close out the season with a loss on the road at the Cincinnati Bengals, and we'll be back in Cincinnati next week playing them in the wild card round. So, I hope to see Lamar Jackson come back. I'll be really happy for Lamar to just come back and do good, depending on how he's feeling. And I've been hearing that his knee has been having like swelling from that PCL injury. It's been a while since we've seen Lamar play. Sammy Watkins, he stepped up, including DeMarcus Robinson. Yeah. So the Bengals, they're locked in for the playoffs. The Ravens are locked in for the playoffs. And the Bills too. But now that the Dolphins and the Bills won, that means that the Patriots are eliminated. And the Jets are already eliminated since they lost on Christmas week to the Jaguars. And congrats to the Jaguars, okay? That they won the AFC South. They're the champions of the AFC South, and they made it to the playoffs for the first time since 2017. It's been that long since the Jaguars made it to the playoffs, but welcome back to the postseason for the Jaguars, okay? And as well the Ravens. So, yeah, playoffs, here we come. That's about it. All I have to say. The Bengals, good performance by them. We'll see them next week, okay? As we lock in for, I bet, the 6th seed. And Bengals are the 3rd seed, okay? 12-4, the Bengals finish at that record. They're not like 13-4 because last week their game versus the Bills had to get called off because of Damar Hamlin, okay? I know Damar Hamlin, he's breathing on his own. I'm happy for Damar Hamlin that he's feeling a little bit better. So let's just hope Damar is okay, all right? Playoffs, here we come. We're going to see how the playoffs are going to go. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Go Ravens. Playoffs, here we come. See y'all later.